Teres major. Teres major. A thick, flattened, rectangular muscle that extends from the inferior posterior scapula to the medial lip of the intertubercular groove of the humerus. It functions synergistically with the latissimus dorsi to extend, adduct, and internally rotate the humerus. The latissimus dorsi is a broad, flat muscle occupying most of the lower posterior thorax. The primary function is to move the upper extremity, but it is also considered an accessory muscle of respiration. It is supplied predominantly by the thoracodorsal artery, a continuation of the subscapular artery, a branch of the third part of the axillary artery, and also supplied from the dorsal perforating branches of the inferior 3 posterior intercostal arteries and the superior 3 lumbar arteries. Comparison: teres major, a thick, flattened, rectangular muscle that is mainly responsible for the medial rotation of the arm, static posture, and arm swinging. Teres minor, a narrow and elongated muscle and sometimes fused with infraspinatus. It is one of 4 muscles of the rotator cuff that stabilizes the humerus in the glenoid fossa when the shoulder moves. Blood supply: subscapular artery provides the circumflex scapular artery and thoracodorsal artery. Posterior circumflex humeral artery arises from the third most distal portion of the axillary artery and travels posteriorly through the quadrangular space and around the humeral neck. Venous drainage: axillary vein. The basilic vein becomes the axillary vein at the lower border of the teres major, the subclavian vein at the first rib, and then the brachiocephalic vein just behind the sternal end of the clavicle. Innervation: lower subscapular nerve, a branch of the brachial plexus, C5-C7. The subscapular nerves are a group of nerves that arise from the posterior cord of the brachial plexus to innervate muscles of the scapula. Upper subscapular nerve, the smallest and shortest, supplies the superior portion of the subscapularis. Middle subscapular nerve, thoracodorsal nerve. Long subscapular nerve, the longest, supplies the latissimus dorsi. Lower subscapular nerve, the largest, dividing into 2 branches. The upper division innervates the inferior portion of the subscapularis and the lower division innervates the teres major.